Hey guys, what is up? This is Matthew Davis, me once again. Welcome back to another movie review, aka After I Saw. This time it is not going to be on Godzilla and Kong, because there was another movie I wanted to check out first before seeing that. And that is Late Night with the Devil. In this film, we follow a man named Jack Delroy, who is a late night talk show host who lost his wife, and she was a big part of his show, and because of this, his views started going downhill. So, in order to boost those up, he decides to put on a special show during Halloween night of 1977 involving a psychic, a professional skeptic, a parapsychologist, and a girl that is probably possessed. So, yeah, things are more than likely not going to go very well for this show. But apparently, he did have a good show. It just didn't turn out the way he wanted. So, yeah. I had absolutely no idea what this movie was about, though I did have an idea that it would probably be a horror movie involving a talk show. And it would probably be a possession film because a horror movie with devil in the title more than likely means it's going to be a possession film. And it is somewhat about that, though it's definitely a lot more than just another possession film. This is actually a very suspenseful film. Like, it has a really unique build-up because the movie definitely feels normal during like the first 30 minutes, but of course everything changes during the second act, which I will not spoil. But if you felt the movie was a slow burn, it definitely pays off towards the end because it is very violent, and people who don't care for slow burns will definitely be enjoying or eating up that last act who came just for some bloody fun. And it's definitely not the type of film that just throws blood in your face or just brings up jump scares, because this is a very slow moving film that likes to keep the tension going and the build up and the suspense. And when during this talk show, when he gets more people in, of course, with the type of people that he's bringing in, it definitely does plead more to what exactly is going to happen. Though throughout a lot of the film, they mention about the death of his wife, and exactly how it happens, I'm not going to say how, because, well, the movie kind of explains it in the beginning, but I feel like the first, 8 minutes kind of just felt a little bit different, and it just explains all this stuff that I kind of would have liked to have known more of later in the movie, like if they, mentioned it on the talk show, because it definitely feels like a talk show during this hour and 30-minute ride. And it never really felt that way, as it felt more like 45 minutes, as I was really engaged with what was on screen, because I just wanted to know exactly what was going to happen, because I knew something was probably going to mess up somehow, because it's the titular thing you do in talk shows. You can't show specific stuff, you can't have specific swear words. So honestly, if you're a fan of horror but also like watching, talk shows like Saturday Night Live or The Tonight Show or Late Show or anything like that, and you're a big horror buff like me, then this is definitely for you. It has elements that would definitely take inspiration from like a David Lynch film. Like, this movie feels like elements of like Videodrome, even though that was Cronenberg, and The Exorcist combined with elements of a talk show. And it's really good. David, this is how his name is spelled, is really, really strong in this role that he's playing as Jack Delroy. I found his performance very convincing. It definitely felt like he was a talk show host, and when things got more serious, it definitely worked for him. Honestly, everybody in this movie is really good. Even the girl, the possessed girl, or supposedly possessed girl, is also really good. And this movie definitely tends to play tricks, as this man, Jack Delroy, honestly doesn't entirely seem like how he seems or how people see him. He's not just a normal everyday talk show host. As yeah, with a title like this, you pretty much know what's going to happen. Though honestly, you kind of don't, because while you do expect possessions, this movie goes very deep into what this movie's meaning is about. And in the end, guys, Late Night with the Devil was a great surprise. And I knew absolutely nothing about this film, but honestly, my dad texted me saying, "Hey, are you going to see Late Night with the Devil?" And I was like, I haven't heard of that. It's a new horror movie that's getting rave reviews, and I need to see more of those because I haven't seen that many horror films that were truly getting eaten up by critics this year's not so far anyway. I mean, for the most part, I shockingly kind of enjoyed Pooh, Blood and Honey 2 in a fun way, but I knew there was going to be more horror films to come out that would be better than that, and this is definitely better than that. It's well acted, it has great atmosphere to it, and I felt like its runtime, it just flew by really quick, though I honestly wouldn't have mind if it lasted a little bit longer. It's an hour and 30 minutes of pure suspense. Things start off normal, but man, things change later down the line. It's kind of what I expected, and I'm glad I got exactly what I wanted to see. Though I didn't know exactly what entirely this movie was going to be like, but it blew my expectations out of the water, and I had myself a devilish good time. We really need to get more horror movies like this. I really hope we get more good horror movies this year because we are running short on that. I don't know how the first Omen's gonna be. Hopefully, I'm not. I hope it's at least better than Exorcist Believer. I'm just hoping it's better than that. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Word out.